Welcome back, innovators, dreamers, and strategists, to Hidden Pages. When we think of Toyota, we conjure images of reliable vehicles, cutting-edge hybrid technology, and a global presence that touches nearly every corner of the earth. But behind this automotive titan lies a story far richer than just cars, a story of relentless improvement, profound respect for humanity, and a revolutionary approach to production that has become a global benchmark. Have you ever wondered who was the true architect of Toyota's unparalleled success? What singular vision sparked the creation of such a mighty enterprise? What were the core philosophies that guided its very foundation, and how did they transform not just an industry, but the entire world of manufacturing? What seemingly insurmountable challenges did this visionary face, and how did they persevere? Prepare for an unprecedented, deeply insightful, and thoroughly inspiring masterclass that will meticulously peel back every layer of the life and legacy of Kiichiro Toyoda, the remarkable founder of the Toyota Motor Corporation. We will not just recount facts, we will illuminate the very spirit of innovation that defined his journey, dissect the timeless principles that became the bedrock of Toyota's enduring excellence, showcase his unwavering resolve in the face of adversity, and reveal how his revolutionary thinking continues to drive progress across every sector. This isn't just about a car company, it's about the relentless pursuit of perfection, human ingenuity, and the power of a truly transformative vision. Let's accelerate into this extraordinary story. Part 1: The Artisan's Heir, the Roots of Innovation and the Genesis of a Vision. The story of Toyota begins not with an automobile, but with a loom, and with a family deeply committed to invention and efficiency. While Kiichiro Toyoda founded the Toyota Motor Corporation, his path was profoundly shaped by the pioneering spirit of his father, Kiichiro Toyoda. 1.1 The patriarchal spark, Kiichiro Toyoda, the king of Japanese inventors. Before Kiichiro, there was Kiichi, 1867 to 1952, a self-taught carpenter who became one of Japan's most celebrated inventors. His genius lay in observing problems, thinking deeply, and relentlessly pursuing solutions. The power loom revolution, Kiichi's initial inventions focused on improving the hand loom. His groundbreaking automatic power loom, patented in 1924, was revolutionary. It not only increased productivity dramatically but also incorporated a crucial innovation, jidoka, automation with a human touch. This principle meant the machine would automatically stop when a problem occurred, e.g., a thread broke, preventing defects and signaling the need for human intervention. This fundamental concept, born in a textile mill, would later become a cornerstone of the Toyota production system. The spirit of Kaizen, continuous improvement. Kiichi famously encouraged his workers to go and see the actual problem, genchi genbutsu, and relentlessly seek improvements, no matter how small. His constant drive to make things better, faster, and more efficient instilled a culture that would define Toyota. The foresight, in 1929, Kiichi sent his son, Kiichiro, to study automotive technology in Europe and the United States, selling the patent rights for his automatic loom to a British company, Platt Brothers, for £100,000, an enormous sum at the time. This funding became the initial capital for Toyota's automotive ambitions, a testament to Kiichi's incredible foresight and trust in his son's vision. 1.2 Kiichiro Toyoda, the visionary engineer and founder, 1894 to 1952. Born in 1894, Kiichiro Toyoda grew up steeped in his father's spirit of invention, problem-solving, and continuous improvement. He wasn't just an heir to a textile fortune. He was an engineer with a burning passion for the nascent automobile industry. Educational foundation: Kiichiro graduated from Tokyo Imperial University, now the University of Tokyo, in 1922 with a degree in mechanical engineering. This academic rigor combined with his family's practical, inventive ethos provided a unique foundation. The automotive obsession: his fascination with automobiles was deep and personal. After his world tour in 1929 to 1930, studying production methods at Ford and other automotive plants, he became convinced that Japan must develop its own automobile industry, not just import from the West. He saw the automobile not just as a product, but as a catalyst for national development and progress, capable of transforming everyday life and industry. Early experiments and challenges: Kiichiro began his automotive research within his father's Toyota automatic loom works in 1933. This was a monumental undertaking. Japan had virtually no automotive infrastructure, no established supply chains for parts, and very little expertise. He started from scratch, disassembling and studying foreign cars, meticulously reverse engineering components, and experimenting tirelessly. His initial work involved converting engines and building prototypes, often in makeshift workshops. Part 2: The Birth of a Giant, From Loom to Wheel on the Philosophy of Production. With the £100,000 from the loom patent, Kiichiro officially established the automotive department within Toyota Automatic Loom Works in 1933, and then spun it off as the Toyota Motor Company in 1937. The name changed from Toyota to Toyota partly because it sounded better and was easier to write in Japanese, and the 8 strokes in writing Toyota was considered a lucky number. 2.1 Laying the automotive foundation. First prototypes: in 1935, they completed their first passenger car, the Model A1, and their first truck, the G1. These were heavily influenced by American designs, Chevrolet and Ford, but adapted for Japanese conditions and resources. The Kuromo plant: in 1938, Kiichiro established the Kuromo plant, now the Honsha plant, specifically designed for mass production of automobiles. This was a monumental undertaking given Japan's industrial limitations at the time. 2.2 The Philosophy That Built a Legacy, Toyota Production System, TPS. Kiichiro's unique brilliance lay not just in building cars, but in developing an entire system of production that would redefine efficiency and quality. This evolved into what is now known globally as the Toyota Production System, TPS, often called lean manufacturing. It was born from necessity, wartime scarcity, and Kiichiro's engineering genius, integrating his father's Jidoka principle. Key pillars of Kiichiro's vision and the nascent TPS. Just-in-time, JIT. Concept: produce and deliver only what is needed, when it is needed, and in the amount needed. This minimizes waste, muda, from overproduction, excess inventory, and unnecessary waiting. Kiichiro's inspiration: observing U.S. supermarkets, he realized that parts should be like items on a shelf, only replenished when consumed. This was revolutionary for manufacturing. Impact: drastically reduced storage costs, waste, and lead times, making production incredibly efficient and responsive. Jidoka: automation with a human touch. Concept: inherited from his father's loom. Machines are designed to detect abnormalities and stop automatically, preventing defects from passing down the line. It empowers operators to stop the line if a problem occurs, fostering immediate problem solving. Impact ensures quality is built in at every step, preventing the mass production of defective goods. It creates a culture of quality first. Kaizen, continuous improvement. Concept, a philosophy of constant, incremental improvement involving everyone from top management to shop floor workers. It's about never being satisfied with the status quo and always seeking ways to make processes better, safer, and more efficient. Kiichiro's belief, he fostered a culture where everyone was encouraged to identify problems, suggest solutions, and implement small improvements daily. Impact drives ongoing innovation, efficiency, and problem solving at every level of the organization. Genchi Genbutsu, go and see for yourself. Concept, the practice of going to the actual place where the problem or work is done to understand the situation firsthand. Kiichiro's practice, he was known for spending time on the factory floor, observing processes, and engaging with workers to understand challenges directly. Impact ensures decisions are based on facts and direct observation, not just theoretical reports, fostering deeper understanding and more effective solutions. Respect for people. Concept, while not explicitly codified as respect for people in Kiichiro's time, the underlying philosophy of empowering workers, through Jidoka and Kaizen, valuing their input, and investing in their capabilities was implicit in his approach. He understood that the collective intelligence of the workforce was a powerful asset. Impact fosters a motivated, engaged workforce committed to the company's success and continuous improvement. These principles, born from Kiichiro's genius and refined over decades, would become the gold standard for efficient and high-quality manufacturing worldwide. Part 3, Through the Storm, Challenges, Adversity, and Unwavering Resolve. Kiichiro's journey was far from smooth. He faced monumental challenges that would have crushed lesser leaders. Early Japanese industrial backwardness. Unlike the established auto industries in the West, Japan lacked infrastructure, skilled labor, and supply chains for automotive parts. Kiichiro had to build everything from scratch, literally inventing the industry in Japan. World War II, 1939 to 1945. Forced production. During the war, Toyota was forced to produce trucks for the military, halting passenger car development. Resources were scarce, and the focus shifted solely to survival and wartime needs. Devastation. Japan's economy and infrastructure were decimated. Toyota's plants faced extreme hardship, including the threat of being bombed, though the Kuromo plant narrowly escaped a planned bombing raid. Post-war economic collapse and strikes. Hyperinflation and recession. After the war, Japan's economy was in ruins. Demand for vehicles plummeted, and raw materials were scarce. Labor disputes. 1950. Facing severe financial difficulties, Toyota was forced to lay off a significant portion of its workforce. This led to a devastating and prolonged strike that threatened the very existence of the company. Kiichiro himself had to resign as president to take responsibility, a testament to his strong sense of accountability. Intense competition. Even after the war, Toyota faced fierce competition from established American automakers, Ford, GM, who began to re-enter the Japanese market. Kiichiro had to prove that a Japanese company could not only survive but also innovate and compete on a global scale. Quality perception. Early Japanese cars were often perceived as inferior in quality compared to American or European models. Kiichiro had to relentlessly drive home the message of quality first throughout the company, fighting against this perception. Through each crisis, Kiichiro's core principles of perseverance, problem-solving, and continuous improvement guided the company. Even his resignation during the 1950 strike was an act of personal responsibility, aiming to restore harmony and allow the company to rebuild. Part 4: The Enduring Legacy: How Kiichiro's Vision Reshaped the World. Kiichiro Toyoda passed away in 1952, at the relatively young age of 57, just as his company was beginning its remarkable post-war resurgence. He didn't live to see Toyota become the global powerhouse it is today, but his vision and principles laid the unshakable foundation for its extraordinary growth. 4.1 The Toyota Way, a Global Blueprint. From Japan to the world, the Toyota Production System, TPS, became a model for manufacturing excellence far beyond the automotive industry. Companies worldwide adopted lean principles, Kaizen, just-in-time, and Jidoka to improve efficiency, reduce waste, and enhance quality. The lean revolution, the academic and industrial world later popularized TPS as lean manufacturing, applying its principles to everything from healthcare to software development, proving the universality of Kiichiro's insights. Quality as a differentiator. Toyota's relentless focus on quality, rooted in Jidoka and Kaizen, eventually shattered the perception of Japanese inferiority, making Toyota synonymous with reliability and durability globally. 4.2 Impact beyond the factory floor. Economic impact. Toyota's success directly contributed to Japan's post-war economic miracle and global economic standing. Environmental leadership. Toyota pioneered hybrid technology, with the Prius, a testament to the ongoing innovation spirit rooted in Kiichiro's vision, driving towards more sustainable mobility. Innovation ecosystem. Toyota's focus on long-term research and development, particularly in areas like hydrogen fuel cells and AI-driven mobility solutions, reflects Kiichiro's original forward-thinking engineering mindset. A culture of learning. The company's emphasis on Genchi Genbutsu and Kaizen created a pervasive culture of continuous learning and problem-solving, empowering every employee to contribute to improvement. The motivational echo of a visionary. Kiichiro Toyoda's story is a profound lesson in long-term vision. He saw beyond textiles and even beyond the immediate challenges of building cars in a fledgling industry. He envisioned a future where automobiles would transform society and diligently worked towards that. Relentless pursuit of excellence. He was never satisfied with good enough. His drive for efficiency, quality, and innovation was insatiable. Humility and adaptability. Despite his engineering brilliance, he learned from American manufacturers, adapted principles to his own context, and gracefully took responsibility during crises. Empowering people. His methods, particularly Jidoka and Kaizen, weren't just about machines. They were about empowering every worker to think, identify problems, and contribute. He understood that true quality emerges from the collective effort and intelligence of a committed workforce. The power of principles. The principles he championed, Jidoka, Kaizen, were not just tools but a way of thinking, a philosophy that proved universally applicable and endlessly powerful. Kiichiro Toyoda didn't just build a car company, he engineered a system of sustainable excellence, a culture of continuous improvement, and a legacy that continues to inspire leaders and innovators across the globe. His life teaches us that true success is built not just on products, but on profound philosophies, unwavering resilience, and a deep, enduring commitment to progress.